In the last presentation, we checked our results chain logic and added in missing results. We'll now look at how we can help clarify the logic in our results chain by adding a few illustrative actions. You can follow along in How To Guide 2 on page 20. One of the most important features of results chains is that the focus is on mapping out results in the theory of change. It is essential that those short statements on the results chain's components be expressed as results, the what, as opposed to just pointing out an action, the how, or a stakeholder, the who. Nevertheless, adding some illustrative actions to our results chain can help the program design process, particularly if there is a clear distinction between what a result is and what the actions are that will be implemented to reach it. In the Grand River example, you can see the design team added 3 actions, shown as yellow bubbles here. In order for fishers to know about new practices, the team will have to get information to those fishers about the practices. And if they want the fishers to use the new practices, the team will need to provide training. And the team will also have to help fishers access markets if they expect them to be able to sell in niche markets. When adding actions to a results chain, there are 2 key recommendations to follow. First, make an effort to limit the number of actions included in the diagram. They are called illustrative actions for a reason. The results chain diagram is not the place to include all the program's planned actions. That would be the work plan or action plan. Which actions are picked to illustrate in the results chain will depend on the design team priorities. Maybe it's an essential action or an innovative way of doing things. Maybe it's to highlight a particular stakeholder or to emphasize actions that are ongoing. It is highly recommended to not overcrowd the diagram with action bubbles, as it can make it more difficult to achieve the main purpose of the results chain tool, which is to depict the results that make up the program's theory of change. The second key recommendation is to make sure that each illustrative action added to a results chain is clearly linked to a specific result. Avoid action bubbles just floating around the diagram or action bubbles touching upon several results and arrows. Remember, the addition of illustrative actions to the results chain is an optional step. Even if illustrative actions are not included, the key components of the results chain have been developed up to this moment. Given the many uses of results chains, it may also be useful to have a version of the results chains with the action bubbles and one without. Now that we have added a few illustrative actions, in the next presentation, we will review the results chain and discuss whether it meets the criteria for a good results chain.